Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about a legend. I'm sure you all heard the name of it, Soulmates. And we're gonna deep dive into the history of the legend, and also at the end I'm gonna give you 2 ways that you can possibly see your soulmate, like just by theory. And yeah, so shall we? Okay, let's start with this. Have you ever heard that human beings are cursed, or we all are just born for one single person? The oldest records about soulmates get back to European countries, which basically goes back to a dialogue called Symposium of Plato, who is an ancient Greek philosopher, lived from 420 BC to 600, who lived from 427 BC to 347 BC. Well, it claims that humans were round and chubby creatures with 4 legs, 4 arms, and 2 heads. And basically, they were categorized into 3 groups. So, male bodies attached to male bodies, female bodies attached to female bodies, and male bodies attached to female bodies. Just in case you haven't realized yet, they are soulmates. And these attached bodies in these 3 types were oriented from different planets. Well, basically, the male bodies from the sun and the female bodies from the world, which is like, I think, Earth. And the 3rd group, which is a male body and a female body, they were born and originated. They were born and originated from the moon,
Androgynous.
and they were called Androgynous. Well, these creatures that are 2 humans attached, basically, they were so powerful. They were so strong enough to fight with the gods. Well, after these creatures started to multiply and there were more of them, someday they came out to realize, why not harassing the gods? And they started doing that. Until one of the gods, which were called Zeus, found a way to reduce their power. So basically, one day he got angry and detached humans into 2 independent creatures and spread them all around the world. By this time, humans are exactly looking as we see today. 2 arms, 1 head, and 2 legs. And they have no idea where their soulmates are. Of course, there were some lucky creatures back then also, so some of them were able to find their significant other, but the majority wasn't able to do that. Well, the ones who were able to find each other, they never let go of each other again, but others were just wandering on the surface of the earth, trying to find their significant other and get that strong all over again. And basically, the curse that I talk about in the beginning of the video is this. We are all cursed to find our significant other, to feel that power and strength all over again. Okay, here we reach the point that there's a little bit of negotiation in the beliefs between ancient Greek and also Asians. Well, Asians believe that our soulmates is already determined and drawn to us by the red thread of fate, which is bounded by a god named YHWH Shua, if I'm not wrong, because it's a Chinese word, I don't know Chinese. Well, basically, the legend of red thread of fate originated from China. Now it's all over the place in Asia. So not only China, but Thailand, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Japan, everywhere. All over the place. Well, during the Tang Dynasty, there is a god of love with all of these red threads on his hand. And this god is known by the name of Chandra God or Elder Chandra. And basically, this is the god who determines which pair of men or women, men or men, should marry together. And as soon as you realize which pair is the right pair, he will tie a red thread to your finger and your significant other's finger. And this thread is basically so long that you can wrap the world twice with it. And based on the legend, there isn't a specific time for you to meet your soulmate. And as that time gets closer and closer to you, that thread gets shrinked and shrinked till you 2 guys meet. So the good news is, based on this legend, you don't need to go out the world and look out for your soulmate. You're gonna meet him anyway in the right time, in the right place. There's a little bit of downside to this legend, which goes back to the fact that there is one condition that this red thread gonna be teared up, and that will be when one of the two dies. So that's all about the legend. So we're gonna get over to the other part of the video that I mentioned at the beginning, which is I'm gonna introduce you to the two ways that you can possibly see your soulmate through based on the legends. Well, the first way is to grab an apple, try to peel the apple, and look into the mirror, and you're gonna see your soulmate. But there are some notes you need to keep track of. So, if you have an apple, you can't use any apple. You should go and buy this apple for this specific reason. And you shouldn't tell anyone. When you want to peel the apple, just be sure that you don't rip the peeled apple. So you're going to peel continuously from the top to the bottom. And don't turn on a lot of lights. So for the first method, you only need a freshly bought apple, some candles, a mirror, and a knife to peel the apple. And while you're peeling the apple, you need to pray deeply into your heart to see your soulmate. And when you look at the mirror, and when you're at the end of the apple, you're gonna see something, and that is your soulmate. And the second way is to take an egg, boil it. Again, don't let anyone know, and just not just any egg. You need to buy one egg, for this specific reason, for seeing your soulmate. So you're gonna go to the store, buy an egg, boil it without anyone realizing, and then put it under your pillow, okay? You sleep, set an alarm for 12 a.m., wake up, and eat the egg. After eating the egg, you're gonna feel so thirsty because your body is dehydrated, but you're not gonna drink water. What you're gonna do instead is to go back to sleep. You go back to sleep, don't drink water, and in your sleep, you start to see a dream, someone bringing you the water, just a dream. And that person is your soulmate. So basically, that's the both ways. I explained everything. I myself tried the apple thing once. I couldn't see anyone. So it's either that my soulmate has died or this method doesn't work. Hope you really enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoyed recording it, and see you on the next video.